We're live.
At least half the party is.
Live, not living, two separate things.
Hello, everybody.
Ooh, philosophy.
Welcome back after our holiday break to Chronicles of Divastara. I am William, or Shawnee, and I am your game master for this D&D 5th edition campaign. And joining me today, we have Drevian.
I'm Drevian. I'm playing Ingrid von Ryder, an undead warlock. Rogue.
Rogue.
You
Warlock
can't tell
is-
what I usually play.
The Warlock is not here right now.
Warlock is here right now. It's the witch that isn't.
That's right, yeah. No, the witch is the one
Yes.
who's not here right now. And Jeremy? The person
Hi.
from the Warlock Nation is the one who's not here right now.
Yes, the Warlock is. I am Jeremy. I am playing Astra, who is a Gepetan Warlock. And join us next week as we will just be streaming the inside of a coffin at a random cemetery so you can find out you can be live but not living. We won't say who's in the coffin. You'll have to guess that.
If you do, you get a cookie.
Unfortunately, the cookie is inside the coffin.
Probably from whoever's called Dead Hands.
Exactly.
It's not cursed or anything. It's fine.
It might be cursed.
To be fair, we've
It
all
isn't not cursed. Let's put it that way.
Didn't they lose Annabelle recently?
They lost Annabelle last summer. They found Annabelle.
Okay, I
Oh,
was like,
thank
okay.
God.
I was gonna say, we've already taken cookies from dead hands in this campaign.
Have we?
Yes, the two adventurers in the wizards' towers when we went after the bone collection.
This is true.
Oh.
We did eat at their place.
I don't.
Yeah,
know.
you found the fortune cookies in the bodies of the two ancient.
Oh, that's
adventurers.
right. Yeah. No.
Yeah. You have actively taken cookies from the dead.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep,
That didn't
yep,
work
yep.
out too well.
Yeah, that explains everything that's gone wrong since.
Yeah, you're still expecting something in the back at some point, aren't you?
Yeah.
Hey, you
thanks.
still have that doomsday fortune that said.
Thanks
"Look
for
behind
thanks for reminding the DM. Why don't
Yep.
you?
Oh no, I'm sure the DM perfectly remembered.
Oh, I take great joy in reminding the DM of things that will be detrimental to the party. My in-game group loves me for that.
Oh no, I'll do it to myself. I'm happy to. Anyway,
Yeah, that's why they have to accept that it's okay, because I do it to myself more often than anybody else.
mhm.
I'm totally joking. I don't. I play
Okay.
this game for a reason.
Oh, of course.
Where were we?
Yeah. So when last we left off.
Introductions. We're not done with
Oh, right, yeah, we're still doing
We're done
introductions.
too.
Sorry.
That's only two people.
Sorry, we got distracted. I thought we were done.
What do you mean? I'm not here. I'm a ghost.
And joined also
In a
by
coffin.
Katie.
Exactly.
Wait, who'd you say?
And joined also by
You.
Katie.
Hi. Sorry, I couldn't hear. People were talking.
Wow.
Hi, my name is Katie. I am playing Molly Malone Clemens, who is a human time traveling investigator. Totally not because I'm a fan of Doctor Who.
No, not at all.
No, nothing to do with it.
And Yare.
Hi, I'm Yari. I am playing Morgan Thompson, the human oath devotion paladin, the people's paladin.
The
And
human what?
Oath of devotion paladin.
Oath of devotion. Okay, I thought you said oath deficient. I'm like, that doesn't.
Not yet. Maybe.
that's when you become an oathbreaker.
Exactly.
The Zodiac system, playing our witch, Igraine Bone Chewer, is not here, but will hopefully be joining us in the next couple of sessions or so. And as always, Black Lives Matter, trans rights are human rights. It's real hard to stay positive right now, but it's always worth
Fucking do it
contacting
because
your Congress people.
If nothing else, you can yell at them a lot and you might feel better that way.
Yeah. Also, contact your payment processors because again, they still
It's
need
getting
to be
worse.
told.
They're trying it again.
Ugh.
PayPal's trying more bullshit.
Hmm.
Remember to label your spicy artworks carefully, folks.
Yeah. And
Oh, and fuck ice.
oh yeah, in particular that one.
All-
Yes.
Obligatory.
All the way
Folks.
off.
Yeah,
All the way
exactly.
off.
But
Send in the bears.
the bear cavalry is needed.
Most people would trust the bears over those men anyway. So
I 110%
I was about to say,
do.
I would choose the bear. But when last we left off, the party had begun to enact a plan to retrieve an individual who might hold the key to answers for what is going on in the entirety of the continent of Divastara. The individual by the name of Soria, who had been referred to over ancient cultures that were no longer present on the map as a warrior of truth, a defender of the weak, and someone who stood against the order that eventually came to create the world as it is today. Supposedly, that happened 3 centuries ago. And yet, Soria is, at least according to a vision that was provided to your paladin, alive and imprisoned underneath the fortress of Ashrangarm in the capital of Wolkir. In pursuit of finding this individual, the group opted for an infiltration into the prisons beneath Ashrangarm, for which they sought the Vorstian mercenary and sharpshooter Saive Horfrost, who was able to, using their connections to Wolkir and their previous work as a bounty hunter for them, bring Ingrid into the prisons beneath Ashrangarm as a prisoner, with Astra stored within their belongings, unmoving, while Molly, Morgan, and Ygraine, and Saive herself wait outside the fortress by a side exit that will be necessary for escape based on Ingrid's well-studied understanding of the inner workings of this fortress. Our camera focuses first on Astra, who has very recently come into, has recently found themselves in the investigatory / prisoner lockup, where all of the prisoners held underneath Ashrangarm's effects and equipment can be found, wherein Astra located not only was tossed with Ingrid's possessions, but also managed to locate the possessions supposedly belonging to Soria Silvertongue. In particular, a sword, a banner, and I believe just a sword and the banner, actually. Oh, and a cloak.
That sounds all about right. And I don't know what you're talking about. Story is. This is just some stuff that I've had for forever. It's
this is Astra's now.
But that's on top of
possession 9/10 of the law, something like that.
Yeah, but ability to disassemble you without breaking a sweat is the other 10th of the law, and that's worth about 1,000% of the 9/10.
Oh, sorry, it's a ring. Yeah, it was a sword, a banner, and a ring.
There was definitely a cloak as well, but that might have just been from somebody else.
That was
Yes.
someone else.
I thought that was a
Cloak
cloak.
of the,
Yeah.
Cloak of the Bat.
Yes,
Cape of the
there
Mont
was-
Blanc.
There was a cloak of the bat and a cape of the mountebank that were
Mountebank.
also found among prisoners accoutrements.
Y'all, I have so many magical items on me right now.
As
Oh,
well as a bag of holding.
Yes, and a bag
That's
of holding to keep
right.
them in.
Okay, wait. The cape of the bat was with the bat wings. Was it?
Yes, the cape of the bat is the cape of the bat is the one that can A, polymorph you into a bat, and B, be used like bat wings if you're in the dark.
Yeah,
Oh,
Cape of the
damn.
Mountebank is
Wow,
Dimension
yeah.
4.
Correct.
Okay, so what we're saying is our Geppetto now has the ability to turn into a small flying bat.
This is where we got the joke of the bat with the doll face.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
Oh God.
I'm glad that the memory has returned.
I forgot about that. Shit.
I was hoping it wouldn't.
just the Hanna-Barbera Dracula style, where it's just
Yeah.
a bat with Dracula's head on it.
Yep.
Instead, it's just the doll face.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just found it in the Slack channel.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah, that was almost 2 months. That was 2 months ago. That was a month ago.
That was a month ago.
Well,
That's a lifetime ago.
that was a whole year ago.
Ha 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 ha. I was wondering when that joke would pop up.
Also notably, could Astra have brought in the brooch of the Banshee Queen?
The brooch of the what?
Oh yeah, the brooch of the Banshee Queen that allows to speak with dead. Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. Because Soria should recognize it. And
I'm
might
sure
make
I've got
easier-
it somewhere.
Yeah, it just
It might
depends
make it-
how easy to get magic items in.
Bag of holding.
Right, but in
Yeah,
now it's fine. But
yeah.
So I think the obvious solution is obvious from this point, which is I've got everything I need from the equipment place. We are in, if I remember correctly, the underground portion of this castle.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, it would not be strange for a bat to be fluttering around.
Not the most unusual, no.
Thwimp.
Yeah. So using the cloak of the bat, carrying all of your equipment, you polymorph
Yep.
yourself into a bat.
Yep. Bag of holding is a great thing.
Love it. Love it.
It would be great if they. I know the bag of holding doesn't work this way, but like they just walk in and they have no idea why, but their place where they dump all the equipment is just fucking empty, just completely dead.
yeah, I mean, the
Somebody's
bag of holding is
getting
much bigger than you
fired.
think it is, but you can take a decent chunk if you want it, given time.
You can't. If only I had like 3 bags of holding,
Yeah,
because you can't put one inside another, but you can carry as many as you want. And
Yeah.
if you turn into a bat, anything that's on, I don't even have to worry about the fact that it's all bulky.
yeah, but like even one bag of holding will hold a decent fucking chunk. It's
Fairly
it's not
decent
big
amount.
chunks, big suits of armor.
Yeah. But no, I am happy with what I got. I think I got some money too. I don't. I remember. Seem to
Yes,
remember
there was an amount of
Oh,
gold
yeah.
amongst the possessions as well. I have not.
I didn't
I have
mark
not
down
recalled
how-
the amount.
I didn't mark that down. How? Oh, that's right. I have a bag of holding and a here's handy haversack.
That's right. Yeah.
And a what?
A bag of holding,
A
but
bag of
smaller
holding
in
with
specific
pouches.
pockets.
Oh, a bag
actually-
of holding with pockets.
It is actually now actually has more space than a bag of holding. It is no
Oh.
longer just a bag of holding, but worse in 20.
Yep, it can hold like 900 pounds worth of shit.
That's good. Yeah, it's a bag of holding shaped like a backpack, like a haversack, but it was less, but it had like compartments.
Yeah, it
Got
infuriated me in 2014 D&D because the haversack was a higher rarity but was worse than a bag of holding. And then people were like, "It's branding." I'm like, "No, that's stupid." In 2024, it's actually better than a bag of holding.
That I did.
But I agree with you on a mechanical level, but I would point out that a very popular version of another item that is worse but still popular because branding would add realism to D&D.
I mean, yes. But rarity isn't based on popularity. It's based on the power of the magic item.
I mean, yes, rarity is also just based on rarity, but because I'm sorry, some of the rare items are far worse than uncommons.
I mean, yes.
Bag of Holding as a good example.
Yeah, that got up to uncommon because it's iconic, not in meta.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
I am going to go find.
Important question: how are you getting out of that room?
Oh yeah, I cracked the door a little bit.
Yeah, open the door before you turn into a
Yeah.
bat. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's actually a really fair point. I'm sure if I needed to, I could find some crack in the wall in this room and eventually make. But fuck that.
It'd be a challenge considering most of this place looks like they dug it out and then reinforced it. So, but yeah, you open the door a little bit, then turn into a bat. Make a stealth check with advantage. It's mostly just a matter of do people notice that bat being weird more than do they notice a bat.
On the other hand, they do notice the bat, and they all run because the bat might have rabies.
That's frothing.
That's a natural 20 for a 25.
Very nice.
Damn.
Solid start.
Yeah, very easily. You're sort of flapping around, sticking to the ceilings, maneuvering your way around. You're able to find your way. You also spot the holding cell that very clearly it leads down a hallway to like a square room with a black door at the very end of it. There are two guards standing at the black door, though you hear the heavy footsteps of a third figure that likely wanders around that area. And then you find several hallways of cells, and one of which leads to the cell that contains Ingrid, who has already unlocked it and is currently just waiting and observing before making her move.
Is there anybody around the door currently?
Around the black door or around Ingrid's door?
Ingrid's door. I know that there's a bunch of people around the black door.
Ingrid's door, there is one guard so the cell halls are like the main body of the prison, and then there are like individual hallways lined with cells. So that if someone does escape their cell, there's only one way to go, which is towards the main room. There is a guard positioned at the entrance of that hallway, but not in the hallway by Ingrid's door. So you actually just go past them to get to Ingrid's door.
Yep. So at the door, at the top of the door, a little bat head just drops down and squeaks at you.
There's a bat squeaking at you.
I just look up. It's like,
It squeaks angrily now.
The bat is squeaking angrily at you.
It squeaks sarcastically, specifically.
It's really hard to get sarcasm from a bat, but you're suddenly getting that.
God.
Yeah, I don't think I can use verbal components right now, so I won't do that.
You also don't really have somatic components.
Oh, this spell only required verbal components.
Fair. Yeah, I don't think you can spellcast if polymorphed.
Probably not.
Not unless the form that you can take could do the things.
Are the bars wide enough that a bat could crawl through?
You can easily fit your way through. Technically speaking, if Ingrid did not care about breaking several bones and dislocating things, Ingrid could probably fit through some of these bars. Not easily, but definitely by dislocating and breaking a few things.
So I crawl through, and little bat claws start scrabbling on the stone to scratch out words.
Scratch, 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 scratch. Okay, this bat is definitely something important right now.
This bat is more intelligent than the average bat.
There's an F, then a U,
Let's see where this is going.
the C, the K, then an H, then an E, then an A, then a D. Flitter down to the next row. Depending on how long this takes, eventually it will say, "Fuckhead, it's me."
I feel like at that point you could pretty easily guess that this is Astra.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure after fuckhead is
I'm
what.
pretty sure after FU.
Yeah.
Oh, this bat. That's more intelligent than it should be. That was locked in a room with a bunch of other stuff, and is immediately came to me and started with provocatives.
Yeah.
So you have reunited with Astra in bat form.
While Astra's like scratching on the stone, I'm going to, as quietly as I can, cast prestidigitation on the hinges of the door.
What are you aiming to do with them?
Clean.
All right, so they don't squeak as much. I get what you're going for there.
And then I make sure that the guard didn't notice, or isn't coming to investigate or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll cast prestidigitation again. Soil. Make them oily.
Smooth, yeah. No scratch.
And then I'm sure in the meantime, Astra's finished scratching out Fuckhead. It's like,
Yep.
Yep.
And I look at you and squeak quietly, but annoyedly.
I get down and comment that again as quietly as I can to not attract the guard. Describe that, like Scythe pointed out, that square cell is where Soria is. That you would have went past.
Little head nod.
And
I will let polymorph drop off.
Okay.
Boom. I have so much shit. Open up the bag. I have a banner. I have her sword. And that's all that I have of hers. As I clearly have a cloak and then a cape over the cloak.
And do not reveal the ring, the crest of the evil eye. Yeah.
I mean, far as we're aware, that's not necessarily hers.
Crest of the evil eye.
No, it was labeled Soria's.
Yeah.
Oh, that one was okay.
Yeah.
I know. I know she.
Oh yes. No, I do have that on there. But yeah, no, and that because I don't care about that. So we need to get these to her, and then help her get out.
Yeah. What else did you find? Because something's magical about turning into a bat.
What, you don't think I can do that naturally with my spells?
I mean, you've never done it before, so it would have been something new.
I imagine eventually you could, but
No, yeah, the bat was somebody else. Yeah. No, this was in. So there's a whole cache of like junk and a few gems, like this cloak. It's cool. I like it.
what I was trying to get at was to reveal the information about the Cape of the Monte. The cape.
Yes.
Cave of the Mountebank, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, 100%. Astra is not revealing that information yet, but she is incorporating it into her potential plan. Don't worry.
Okay. Because, like, my idea is, like, I know the layout of the place, so I could use it very effectively in here.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
unfortunately, you
she
only
does
get-
as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, you only get one dimension door with the Cape of the Mountebank.
Correct.
So, anyways, we'll try to open the door as quietly as I
Yep.
can, like lifting on it.
We
sliding
have-
in.
There are 3 guards in front of that door and a guard between us and it.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong. I'm all for trying to kill a bunch of guards, but I'm pretty sure that we don't die, but you know what I mean.
Mhm.
We're good. We're not that good. I'm not sure. I feel like she might be, but also she's in here and hasn't just broken out. So
And then also, like, might not be in the best physical condition down here.
correct. I know about how far it is from the black door to here, right?
Like as the crow flies in a straight line, maybe the 150 feet.
Well, that's valuable information to know. I can get her free. I just don't know what the plan is after that. I can get her free without alerting the guards. I just need help with phase 2.
I mean, the guards may or may not be a problem. That's hard to say. The big problem is getting through the courtyard. Like getting to her, getting her out. So if you have an idea for that, the thing, like emphasizing that the courtyard's going to be the pain in the ass more than the guards down here. And I'll describe what all the people in the courtyard, the
Yeah, like
Thrycreen?
the yeah. There's a quartet of Thrycreen guards standing on the roof of the subterranean entrance.
How big is the courtyard?
Big enough that you could dimension door across it.
But you can only take one person
But
with
you can dimension door across it and not like into the middle of it.
Yeah. No,
Is the limit.
you could clear the courtyard with a dimension door.
The question, could I dimension door not like just straight out the front, straight through the door, but like into a side hallway?
Probably.
Because you have a picture of the courtyard, and if I remember right, it's not.
You have the map.
Yeah, it is like breadth wise, you have a teleport range of
DD is 500 feet.
Yeah, 500 feet is your total distance. The courtyard is about 250 wide, and from the entrance about 265 long. So you've got double that distance on Dimension Door.
Okay.
You just got to do a semi-blind teleport and not hit a wall.
Which, since I know the entire layout of the
Yeah, like you know, you have enough of a knowledge of the layout of this fortress that you can confidently make a blind dimension door in this fortress.
The concern then is if we teleport into the face of a guard.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
So, I mean, we're gonna have to get into. We're gonna have to. We're not gonna be able to sneak past all of this. At some point, things are gonna be messy,
mhm.
right? Do you want to be messy here underground or there in the courtyard? It sounds like underground is better.
Yeah, like there's not even a full handful of guards down here to deal with.
Yeah, like
Compared
it is.
to-
It is very much the case that even if you got out of this prison, the only way out is through the courtyard filled with guards. So they don't really have a full complement of guards around here. It's mostly just a watch. In fact, the single largest concentration of guards is the ones around the door that is holding Soria.
Like it's quite possible, guard at the end of the hallway, just sneak up, stab them through the back, and be done with them.
Mm-hmm.
And possibly at least one of the guards in the hallway to Soria.
Oh shit! I forgot about that effect that I had. That. Are there other rooms between Shawnee? To the best as we know, are there other rooms between this cell and the black door room?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
The hallway that leads down to the black door is a singular hall, and there's like a couple of branches off of it, but like the black door is by itself. There are no other rooms or prison cells by the black door. But there are many rooms between here and there.
How tall is the ceiling of the corridors? Sorry, that might not have picked up. How tall is the ceiling of the corridors?
Oh, okay. Sorry, yeah, that did not pick up. How tall? The ceilings are. I'm just picturing distance here. About. So some of them get a little taller, depending on where they're at. But for the
Right.
most part, they're about 15 to 20 feet. Some of them go up to like 40. You do get the sense based on how light reflects in the room in front of the black door that it is one of the taller ceilings.
Cool. You said it's 150 feet?
In a straight line from here to the door, yes.
$60 and then 60 and 10. How lucky are you feeling?
What do you have in mind?
I can if we can get within 60 feet of that door, I can get in that room, guaranteed. Actually, 70 feet. Guaranteed, nobody will know as long as nobody sees me get within 70 feet of it. Once we free her, I don't know how we're dealing with the guards. Maybe she can kill him. Maybe once I give her all of her shit, she can kill him. Then, as long as we can get to the courtyard, two of us can get to the other side of the courtyard. One of us is just going to have to sneaky sneak. Or play dead. Nope, never mind. I can get too. We can all make it. Because I just remembered something very useful.
You do have a.
If I put you in my bag of holding, you do not count as a person. You are somebody who is in gear that is on me.
Yeah. Like. Or alternatively, like, you and I can go in the bag of holding and Soria can teleport with the cape. Because we don't need to breathe, so we don't have a time limit in there.
Correct. But Dimension Gort can take one person with you, so we only need one of us to go into the bag.
Okay, fair.
You are the right people for this mission.
Yes,
So the key of this all is I need to get, if need be, in an absolute pinch, and it is a little bit of a risk, I can possibly do it from just 10 feet out of this door. But that takes me in a space where I have no idea what's there. So if we can murder this guard outside, sneak attacker,
Yeah.
that gives me a much better chance.
The thought also comes to mind is prestidigitation. I make a sound down a different hallway and take him away. But there's a chance he hears me doing that because I can only do it 10 feet away.
That's, yeah. I mean, however we want to get rid of that guard, I am okay with. I guess if we don't have to murder him, we won't.
I'm just thinking
how kind of you.
I'm just thinking of the trade-off. It's like he might notice me casting it, and we might be able to get it, but I'll just kill him.
Oh, have fun.
It's like the risk of getting caught trying to cast prestidigitation is high enough. Anyways, I try the door to see, just opening it like an inch or two.
I mean, you've done enough work on it; it makes no noise.
And then slowly get it the rest of the way open, and try to sneak down the hallway. Let's see.
Roll me stealth. I would say yes. You are very sneaky.
I would also notably get my rapier from Astra.
Oh yeah. Here's your pokey.
Yeah.
Yep. And then up to the guard and just try to go through the neck.
All right. This person is completely unaware of you. And in this particular moment, this is not a situation where hit points really actually matter. This is an assassination. This is not a fight. The hit points as an abstraction for how well you can handle, the tension and duress of a fight is not relevant here. So what I'm going to ask you for is just an attack roll with advantage. I want to see if, based on how high you roll, is a question of whether or not you instantly take this guy out or if he has any chance to make any kind of noise.
And that's why I'm specifically going through the throat.
Yeah.
Through the neck. Okay. 21.
With a 21, you are sufficiently able to eliminate this individual before he has any chance to act. So you just sort of drive the cinnabar rapier through the back of his neck, up the jaw, pinning the tongue to the roof of the mouth so that it cannot even begin to form sounds. And then pull back. There is a whisper of escaping air, and that's it, as you grab the body to stop it from falling to the ground and drag it back to your cell.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. So I'm going to try to creep 80 feet down the hallway.
You're a dull, you don't need to breathe, you don't really make a lot of the obvious indicators of noise that most living things do when trying to sneak, and you're in the right environments for this. Roll me stealth with advantage.
I mean, I kind of already would have advantage unless it's not dim light or darkness anyways, because I have the bat.
You're wearing the cloak of the bat, yeah.
Wow.
Would you like to spend an inspiration? Because I feel like you have one.
I believe that I do have one, yes.
Try that again. That's better.
There we go.
Much better.
Yes, you are easily able to get within 80 feet of the door.
All right.
I will let you know.
No, 80 feet that way. I need to be 70 feet from the door.
Yeah. You get 80 feet towards. You get closer to the door. I will let you know, based on how close you do manage to get, that you see who the third guard is, as the heavy stomping footsteps as they walk sort of up and down the room just outside the black door. You spot the massive, hulking, armored, shield and halberd carrying form of a minotaur.
Oh, all right. I am going to use my ghostly blade. I am going to blink step.
Mm-hmm.
So I go into the ethereal plane. So I remain in ethereal plane until the end of my next turn.
Yep.
That gives me 2 turns of movement.
Yep.
60 feet.
Dash.
Oh yeah, I could also even dash if I need to. And then at the end of the effect, I appear in an unoccupied space within 10 feet of me, of where I was. So basically, I'm assuming I get into the room.
Yeah, you disappear into the ethereal plane.
Yep.
Rush through, passing through the black door. There's a weird sensation as you pass through the obsidian black surface of the door to this cell. But you pass through without issue. And you emerge on the inside in a nearly featureless black obsidian room. It's almost like standing in an empty void. It is so dark, the obsidian itself so reflective and sheer that with no natural light source present, you can barely see anything, with the single exception of the one-armed tiefling, their one remaining arm with a manacle latched onto it and chains that seem to just kind of ascend and affix themselves onto nothing based on the way the wall is so perfectly Vanta black. You can barely see the wall that the chains are affixed to. She sort of raises her head as you sort of emerge from a pocket of nothingness. And the head tilts in curiosity as you are not the person she expected to be coming in to beat the crap out of her today.
So, is it an open? I'm assuming it is a solid door.
It's a solid.
So there can be at least quiet conversation in here.
Mm-hmm.
So, you want to get out of here?
I'd love to. How are you planning on that?
Cool. Well, first things first, I open up the bag and I dump out all of her shit.
Well, that'll certainly help.
How is it? Say the chains part again.
She's got one arm, and there's just lashed with a manacle that the chains sort of go up into the wall of this cell. But the cell is so dark that it just kind of looks like the chains are hanging on nothing because they're affixed to a wall that you can barely see.
What if? Does it matter if? Let me check and make sure. Can I see it perfectly fine if I have Devil's Sight, or is that not helping?
It's not a matter of seeing in the dark. It's just that this thing is so black and sheer that you can barely. It's like looking at something Vanta black.
Okay,
like, it's just so dark that you can barely make out details. But the you can still see the chains, like the chains themselves, if you wanted to like destroy them.
That's the plan.
As you're working towards that, she will say, "You don't need to worry about being too quiet, but also getting out's going to be a problem." As you sort of approach, this cell is a one-way permeable barrier for magic. Things can get in, but magic can't pass out.
Oh, well, that's fun. How dumb are the guards?
They're trained warriors, but they've also been standing in front of a door that no one has ever come out of or tried to get into for however long.
And you've been chained, unable to reach the door for this whole time, right?
Yeah, so they're not exactly on high alert.
I start smashing the chain to get you free. I'm just going to use my sword and cut through it.
Yeah, you cut through the chain. She flexes her wrist like it's been stiff for a long time, which it probably has.
Pick up your shit. I'm about to knock on the door.
She stretches her one arm, cracks her neck, stands up, grabs.
Once we kill,
the sword.
Just so you know the plan, once we deal with these 3 guards, we have a way to I have another person outside. They're a walking corpse. So don't kill them. But we have a plan once we get past these guards. We just have to get past the guards. Well, I will explain the plan at that point because it's pointless to explain it now.
Yep. All right. She grabs the banner, sashes it into the back of her belt, grabs the sword, puts the ring on her hand, puts the scabbard into her belt, one-handed, grabs the sword, draws it. Well, as good as I'll ever be.
All right, I need you to stand on one side of the door. Which way does this door open?
It opens technically inward is the more secure method there.
Right, left or right? Stand on whichever side so you're behind the door.
Yeah, she'll stand on the side the door opens to.
I'm gonna walk up to the door. Yeah.
Notably, I would like to be standing at the end of the hallway that leads to this cell.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And just watching and waiting for whatever the hell Astra's doing. So
you can't roll low enough on stealth for that not to be a thing that you can do.
Actually, I'm not even going to walk up to the door. I'm going to stay where I am, and I am going to cast warlock specialty at the door. Just blast the door with 3 Eldritch blasts, and then start screaming bloody murder like somebody whose voice they don't recognize is being killed in here. That will draw their attention.
Roll me deception. You've got advantage. This is the right situation for this.
Oh no, not deception.
Yeah.
Not one of your best skills.
19.
Yeah.
I have a higher deception than the warlock.
Yeah.
Yeah, you start making as much noise as you can and rattling the door. You get the sense that the sound, like magic, is very muted going through this thing, but where for the outside perspective, Ingrid, you can't hear anything coming from inside that cell, but apparently it's at least loud enough for the guard standing literally adjacent to the door to hear what's going on inside. So because you see the 2 guards turn, hearing something inside the cell, they look at each other in kind of confusion, but then they just kind of go, well, somebody's in danger, and that's not the prisoner. So, and they both draw swords.
Oh, and I flop on the ground too, so I'm like flailing and shit.
So they both draw swords, and one of them shoves the door open as the 2 of them filter into the door. you've got the drop on them. What's your immediate next action?
I am confusing them so Surya can murder at least one of them.
All right, let's see how well she does. She's gonna make 3 attacks with her singing sword. She's got the advantage because they do not see her coming. That's a hit for 20. A hit for 11. A hit for 17. I'll say that total combined is enough to bring one of these guards down. Yeah, as the two guards step in and start charging forward, trying to figure out what the hell is going on. And again, they can't see a damn thing. This cell is intentionally meant to be hard to see things in. Usually it's a torture device for the person inside, but here it's a disadvantage for them. As a sword that sounds like as Soria swings this blade, it is this sort of like a basket hilt long sword. The blades kind of formed in this angled sweep. That as she swings it, it emits this keening wail as if it is singing a heartbreakingly sad melody as it swings. And it carves a swath through one of these soldiers as the blade cuts through and does not miss a beat of the song that it is singing as it cuts through armor and flesh. I will say, based on the surprise here, is able to trigger enough of an effect to cause the terrifying wail to go off. As the blade strikes and cracks against the stone, it emits a screech, a keening wail amidst the song that causes the remaining soldier to have to make a wisdom save. I'm just going to roll a d20 for them real quick. Yeah, that ain't enough. They are frightened by the shriek of the singing sword. That's one guard down and one remaining who is currently afraid.
Notably, where's the Minotaur now?
Yeah.
The Minotaur has turned his attention to the door. For your information, Ingrid, the Minotaur is too big to fit through the door.
Can I see the Minotaur?
Yes.
Banishment.
I was just gonna come up and stab him.
No, Minotaur is the problem one. We just need to make the problem go away for a little bit.
Fair.
The other guy is not going to be a problem.
Anyways, I come up behind, like I'd be following behind the Minotaur, ready to stab him, and he's gone.
Yep.
Can I just make a lunge into the other guy?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, just run in and go to stab the other guy. Yeah, make your attack. You've got the surprise. It's an advantage. That's a hit.
Let's see. Sneak attack. And let's spend 3 charges of the Cinnabar Rapier.
All right.
For another 3d4. And I roll once. Yay.
Yeah. But 35 damage. He's not dead, but he's not doing great. You don't think he's going to live for much longer. What's next? He's surprised. He doesn't get to do anything right now.
I'm just holding him in place with the rapier through his back.
I'm holding concentration on a very important banishment spell.
All right. Well, Soria will see if she can finish the guy off then.
Besides, I think Soria needs to get a little pent up aggression out on her captors right now.
With 2 instances of 21 damage, she will finish off the remaining soldier with a pair of sweeps of the singing sword. And then
is that therapeutic for you?
More than you could possibly know.
Awesome. So we Here's the question: do we make our break for the courtyard now, or do we all surround where we just saw the Minotaur, and as soon as he pops up, just hit him repeatedly?
He's a lot tougher than these two. I don't know if we'll be able to stop him from raising an alarm if we do that.
All right, let's go. We've got a minute.
How the hell are we getting out of here in a minute?
Oh yeah, I throw her the cape. Put that on.
She catches it with the same hand that is holding the sword, because again, she's only got one arm.
Yep.
All right, this will do, but I can only take one of you with me.
Yep.
Neither of us.
Paper, rock, scissors. One, two, three.
Three.
You're both on scissors.
All right, that's 6 seconds.
One, two, three.
Three.
You're both on paper.
That's 12 seconds.
Fuck it, I'll get in the bag.
Sorry,
fair.
No, wait.
Palm, didn't she?
I can't get in the bag.
Why not?
If I
You have
get
to
in
have
the
a
bag,
sack.
I am on a different plane, and I don't know if my concentration will hold.
No, your concentration doesn't break. Like the concentration doesn't end if you're on a different plane. It's your spell. Like you're holding concentration, it stays.
Also, we'll be up in the. We should go get up in the.
All right,
surface.
fine. I dive in the haversack.
Yeah.
So lead Soria back up.
You know the direction better, anyways.
Yeah. Lead Soria up as quietly as possible, and describe. Yes. So straight out this way, 13 degrees this direction, and 423 feet that way.
Yeah. So she grabs the cloak, flutters it with one hand, and then grabs onto your shoulder. And then there's a plume of black volcanic smoke, and the two of you are gone. Outside, the two of you and Scythe are sort of waiting in the Gauntlet Runner parked nearby, watching the point at which you know that the group is intending to exit. As Scythe just kind of. So how reliable do you think these two that went in are going to be in this case?
I trust that they can do it. How quickly we'll have to run once they get out.
Again, I'm with her. They can definitely do it. We're just probably going to have to make a run for it, because chances are, whatever they had to do, somebody's going to be following them.
Well, two of them made it out at least, Scythe says, as there's a puff of smoke, and you look, and she looked to where she's looking, and you can see a tiefling, one-horned tiefling with one arm. She still has both her horns, but they're kind of crooked. A tiefling with one arm running alongside Ingrid.
And it's like we puff out, and I'm pulling out Astra.
Is the door open to the Gauntlet Runner?
I would assume so, unless you decide to close it.
Probably.
She's not wearing a watch, but Molly is just like, yep.
That was faster than I expected. Right, let's get in, and then can't believe I'm saying this. Thank fuck Astra's here. Right, let's get on. We'll do introductions in a minute.
Soria sprints her way up the ramp with the other two close behind, and I'm assuming you close the ramp and
Yes,
start the Gauntlet Runner up.
Full speed ahead.
You got about 30 seconds before that Minotaur returns to reality.
Out of here.
I pop out. Go, 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 go.
You are about halfway down the street towards the main gate, moving at a trying not to raise an alarm just by how fast you're going pace. When you feel the concentration of your spell break from the end of its duration.
Okay, we don't have much time. We're not moving fast enough.
Do we have a place to go?
Anywhere but here, I don't know.
I'm aware of that.
We have a place to go. Forest.
Did the person who driving this thing know that?
I mean, you have communication networks. You can tell.
Alsana.
Also,
you can tell Alsana where you're going.
pick up the walkie-talkie. I don't know. Head to the forest.
You do hear alarm bells going up in Ashran Garm around the time that the Gauntlet Runner is exiting out the main gates of the city of Volkir.
Nicely done. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Congratulations.
I was talking to the person driving this thing.
I know.
But yes, you did very well. I'll get you a cookie.
I don't eat.
Is an expression.
A weird express. It is a discriminatory expression to give to somebody who doesn't have a digestive system.
So
okay.
I'll give you a
thought you were
pat.
more inclusive than that,
I'll
library.
give you a pat on the head. Do you have a head?
Until you get angry enough to remove it, yes.
Welcome to this shit show, Thoria.
So then it seems like the group of you know my name. Who the hell are all of you?
Well, that's a long story. But
You know what year it is.
Do you?
No.
do we?
I don't know.
I imagine the investigator and the paladin probably
So
do.
you guys have a calendar year, yeah.
GM, what
I don't
year is
know
it?
You give a number, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like according to modern calendars, it is like the year like 347.
Yeah.
I would particularly phrase it. It's 347 since the founding of.
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever.
since the founding of the
AD
nations, yeah,
equivalent it would
Yeah.
be.
yeah. Yeah, well, that's a pile of bullshit.
We're picking up on that. But yeah, no. Introductions.
we're a little bit
Morgan
aware of that.
Thompson, former paladin of Tyr.
Molly Malone Clemens, investigator formerly of Recule.
Astra, here to burn shit down.
Good. Looks over at Ingrid if Ingrid's going to introduce herself.
I'm Ingrid von Ryder of, originally of the Wilds, but I was living in Knox, and then shit went crazy.
Yeah, we were all kind of scattered, picked up and scattered and dumped and trying to find our way around this.
Were you one of Dantioch's or just one of the poor fucks who happens to live in the wilds?
Would I know that word?
You don't know the name Dantioch, but just on context clues, you would probably guess that's probably the name of the Order of Druids. That's probably the name of the leader of the Druids.
I'm gonna guess that's the Druids, and no, I was not. I was just kind of a wildling, just living out, not part of society.
Well, good on you.
For context, someone or something gave me a vision of you being up there. Don't know why, but you know shit, clearly.
Maybe Centralica hasn't abandoned us all.
Who?
Centralica, goddess of defeat.
Yes.
Grandmother.
Oh,
If that's I don't know how accurate that word would be to describe, but that's the word we've been given.
Yeah.
Or at least we've assumed grandmother and Cinderella are the same person.
Well, depending on who his grandmother. Then yes.
Notably, Cinderella seems incapacitated. And I'll describe the crypt and
That was back in Rumor, right?
Rumor, yeah.
Every time I hear it, my brain says room morgue.
I forget what was I gave you the name of the high priestess and I cannot remember what it was.
Oh,
Christ.
I'm terrible at names most of the time, anyways.
it's not.
Let
It's not
alone,
one of the
like,
people that's on
a
the
month.
ship with us, is it?
No,
No,
the
it's
high
the
priestess
leader
of
of
Rumor.
It's the leader of
Oh.
Rumor.
Damn.
Let me look at
it's been so
my-
long I do not remember her name.
So long.
I'm thinking of an S sound. I could be totally off.
These are all the names I have.
It is the name that the ghostly sword is always whispering that it's
Kellyanne.
Kellyanne, thank you.
Kellyanne. Right.
Then I was totally off.
Yeah, well, Kellyanne is the granddaughter of Sandradiga. It's true.
Okay, so she is.
Are you
a
saying we
demigod
need to
of some
kill the
sort.
bitch?
Which bitch?
The high priestess.
Probably.
I think, I don't say I think, I said, see, we're working towards the plan. Now shut the fuck up.
That was directed directly at Morgan, wasn't it?
No, that was
that
the
was
sword.
that was thinking to the sword.
Okay.
Oh, you were thinking that.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Ugh.
So yeah, we really don't know why Morgan was given a vision of you or what our real purpose is actually, except to put broken shit back together.
I mean, here's kind of what I'm kind of putting together. There's a whole history to this whole land that most people don't know because the fuckheads in charge decided that they don't want those people to know.
Colin,
Fair to
that-
say?
Like this, and pulls out the brooch of the queen.
Probably because they're the
Yeah.
ones that shoved it into the ground.
Right. You
Poor matron.
Pointed
She's
sword.
looking at the brooch.
Tale as old as time.
What was that, Shawnee?
She looks at the brooch and says, "Oh, poor matron."
She's still around as a banshee.
Just
which is actually probably worse than if she were dead. But the point being, they kept you imprisoned for a very good reason.
which obviously begs the question of how the fuck are you still alive?
Yeah, why didn't they just kill you?
Well, how haven't you died of old age?
Also that, but why
do
haven't they
need
killed
you
you?
alive?
Oh, answering questions one at a time. They haven't killed me because I'm fairly certain that my brother thinks that I am his way out if he gets tired of playing in the ashes.
Your brother.
Yeah, I need you to take about 2 steps back and explain that.
The Blade Master, the warrior king of Volkir, is my
Renier?
Renier is my elder brother.
Sure, why not? Okay.
And
So
To be fair, we were aware of this. This was
Yeah.
information
We
we
were-
got.
That we knew.
okay.
we did know that, yeah.
Okay.
And to
Cool.
to answer your second question, the entire history of this world is built on a lie.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we know that.
It hasn't been 300 years since the founding of the nations.
Uh-huh.
It's been 30.
Sorry, I'm gonna need you to step back a couple steps again.
That's we're gonna take our break.
Ah.
Remember, we take our break, you take yours. So stand up, stretch your legs, do whatever you need to do, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Please enjoy these commercial messages.
We're back.
Welcome back.
Dinosaurs.
No, absolutely not.
But
Fish.
we pick up where we left off with Soria having dropped the bombshell that it has not been 300 years since the founding of the nations. It's been 30.
I
I need you to explain that shit right now before I start yelling at somebody who's not here.
fucking beg pardon.
Can,
All right.
what?
If I'm going to start to explain this, I'm about to upend the entire world as you know it. So if you're not ready to go the entire distance with this, let me know now and I'll go find someone else.
Oh no.
No.
Fucking spill.
Yeah, no way. God literally told us to get you. I'm firmly in this shit.
I'm a time traveler. I need to know this.
When I say this world is built on lies, I mean it quite bloody literally. How much does a group of you know about fiends?
I
Can I make a
mean,
religion just to double check as
Sure.
from the cleric city.
yeah,
Can
I
I?
think that's probably.
Anyone who wants to can roll religion.
What about Arcana?
Arcana can also work, yes.
I'm gonna inspiration for this one.
13.
18.
27.
Show off.
Nerd.
All right, so
You
most
nerd.
of you, most of you know the standard, devils, demons, they're constantly fighting each other. The difference between the two of them, the eternal war that exists between them, etc., etc. The hells and the abyss is a constant battleground, etc. Molly, you will probably understand what she's saying as she gets to it, but for the sake of the dramatic reveal, I will leave that for as she says it. But understand that you know more than everyone else here does.
Mm-hmm.
But for everyone else's response, please go ahead, as with the information that you generally know, to explain to Soria.
There are creatures from the planet. Devil team, like, ooh, they're shit,
Yeah, Blood War, Pandemonium, Seven Hells.
Right.
One of them literally has stronghold in Rumor for whatever fucking reason. I know
Yeah.
exactly why, but
Yeah, well, everyone who's learned anything about fiends typically remembers devils and demons and their constant war with each other. Most
Mhm.
people either never learn or forget that there's a third group.
Sorry, what?
The Yugoloths. They're something special. A third type of fiend that operates on different rules, different associations. They care more about mercenary work and spreading their inverted, awkward morality than anything else. Where you think of a devil as a corrupting force or a demon as a brute monster, a Yugoloth is a fervent believer in their cause. And to folk like you and I, a Yugoloth is sort of, what if you took everything that we consider to be moral and flipped it on its head? What we consider to be evil, they consider to be morally right and only just, etc.
It is in the back of my head. My D&D brain is going, of course Loth has something to do with this shit.
they have nothing to do with Lolth.
Yeah, the Yugoloths do not have anything to do with Loth, the Spider Queen.
They are
Aren't they
from,
the things that are generally are part of?
You're thinking of the Yok Lol.
Yoklo, sorry, wrong.
Those
which are
are
demons.
You're
those
right.
are
I'm
demons.
sorry. The other nonsense Y word that is
Yeah.
demons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
demon.
Yugoloths are like the Arcana.
You're right. You're
the
right.
big
You're
fox,
right.
the fox
my-
thing with the book in the D&D book.
You are. That's yes.
Out of game, devils are lawful evil, demons are chaotic evil,
These
and
are neutral
Yugoloths
evil.
are neutral evil.
Yes. Yes. Listen, it's an understandable mistake.
No,
Yeah.
100%.
No,
It's just
absolutely.
'cause I-
Easily understandable.
It's because I've read the monster manual like back to fucking front over. the
I
years.
I haven't. It's been a long time.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a particularly dangerous one at the core of all of this. I've only ever seen the one, but supposedly more of them exist somewhere. It's a unique kind of fiend called a Shamaloth. They're a greater Yugoloth, extremely powerful. When I say that Yugoloths believe inversely to what we believe, this is fundamental to them. Truth is evil. Lies are good. Murder is righteous, etc. The Shamaloth is a being that lives and makes their power from lies. They deal in deception more than anything else in the plains. It's not just an art, it's their existence. A Shamaloth lies so powerfully, so convincingly that it turns reality and makes the lie become true. You can start to see the gears turning. By convincing the world, convincing the populace of its lie, the lie becomes true. The bigger the lie, the longer it's told, the more they believe, the more real it becomes.
So this all started from one single being.
I wouldn't say that much.
I mean,
Someone has to-
assumedly the leaders are in on this somehow.
Someone has to believe a lie for a lie to spread. The Shamaloth started by lying to those who are now in power. It told them that it could give them what they wanted, that they could save this world, that, well, to be frank, it told them that it was Sandraudiga at first. And they believed her. And to them, she became the goddess made flesh. Sandraudiga and I have something of a personal relationship. I didn't believe it for a second. And
More
I was-
than Calian.
You could say something like that.
Hmm.
I was with Sandraudiga when everything went to hell, which is part of why I'm one of the only people around who still knows the truth.
Why you were locked up?
As an insurance measure. If Renier decides that he's had his fun, I'm the only person who knows enough of the truth to fix everything.
Theoretically,
That's fucked.
that's yeah, words out of my mouth. Though that means Renier can be reasoned with that this is fucked and needs to end.
Yeah, but how far? If he's been in this deep, that's a powerful. Power is a hell of a drug.
And the thing is, at this point, even they have fallen for the lie. I'm fairly certain a number of them truly believe that they did this to save the world and that the world that they've built is just because that's what this thing told them. And they believed it. And it became true. A number of them probably don't even realize they've been had or didn't walk along with it until everything overtook them. But it was only with their cooperation with this fiend that the lie was able to spread far and wide enough to remake the world and retell the stories of history, turning a 30-year conquest into a 300-year reconstruction. You never wondered why, in a world as divided as this one is, how you can find Dragonborn and Goliaths and gnomes and elves everywhere you look. You've been to the graves of the Jade Kingdom. They were all elves.
Hadn't thought of it until we saw that. Just assumed that people's mixed. Never had a reason to think about it otherwise. And there was a city full of elves. Just elves. And, set you thinking.
This place wasn't always like this. I'm sure you started to piece that together, but not quite the extent of it. Everyone in this world is living a lie, whether they know it or not.
I mean, to be honest with you, based on what I believe in and based on where I grew up, being at odds, I really did want something to be wrong. Because nothing else made sense. But this... God, I wish I had my research.
You can always make a trip to Hercule at some point.
Yes, or I have a wanted poster on it every corner, most likely.
The only way out that I can see is to bring truth to light, find every crack and set it ablaze.
Thank you. Somebody is finally on board with my plan to burn it all down.
Yours just involves murdering everyone. That's the problem. That's
That's not true.
Yours
Murdering everyone in power.
I mean,
Yes, but we've got to find the right cracks. We don't just start setting fires.
I never said just start setting fires willy-nilly.
Okay.
Obviously, there's a plan to it. But it involves everyone in power.
I don't know about everyone. Some of them can be useful.
I was going to say the head of the Necromancer's Tower seemed pretty reasonable.
Yes, they are very reasonable for people who have subjected this reality on people and benefited from it.
Sure depends on what happened, doesn't it? If people just fell for it.
Tarvoldrin's a good woman. I typically wouldn't put her at the end of this. Like I said, some of these people have been lied to as much as everyone else has.
There are people we can work with. There are people we need to absolutely kill.
Tarvoldrin and Celis, they were good friends. And I doubt that they're sitting comfortable in all this.
But they are deceived or not about whether it's saving the world, which if they haven't figured out at this point, they're dumber than regardless. Whether they think they're saving the world or not, they are specifically knowledgeable and complicit about the nature of the whole thing, right?
Not
Not if
necessarily. That's what I
not
mean.
if the lie's so good they believe it.
Some of them have been lied to so hard that they are now living the lie. I know some of them. I know Kallian, for one, actively took steps working with this fiend. That's how the real Sandraudiga came to be taken down.
That's her fucking god, isn't it, at this point? The one that never actually gets named. Sorry, from Rumor. That one's
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's a god yet. I don't know if it's managed to lie well enough to become a god, but I can only guess that that's what it's aiming for.
Being
it's
portrayed
got-
as one regardless.
It's got enough power. Well, Kallian is the one person who claims to be able to speak to it, but it's the one that got it effectively above all in Rumor. Which I would say at least on the path.
I don't doubt that the thing's ultimate goal is to lie its way into becoming a god, because is that not the ultimate falsehood?
We could sit here and philosophize about it, but what are we actually going to do about it?
Oh, no, I'm just trying to get a lay of
I understand.
my little conundrum about Kallian and this. If not that I have a reason to disbelieve you, if this is as it is, I think I'm making up my decision a little bit.
Oh, bitch is dying.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm leaning that way.
Uh,
So,
Yeah.
I think I'm putting it mildly when I say there's a lot to unpack here.
Just a little.
Shall we start writing shit down? Just to have all the cards on the table and then make a plan? Or, I mean, you've had a long time to think about that. I'm referring to
Soria.
Soria. Sorry, you've had no offense, you've had a long time to think about this.
30 years,
Where would you start?
She sort of, like, you see her eyes moving back and forth like she's running down a list in her head. The Hitori Monastery.
Where is that?
Other side of the continent.
It's a small, isolated place in the middle of the wilds, holding itself on its own. I would argue their greatest sin is complacency. They just want to be left alone, seek perfection, achieve inner peace, enlightenment, all that nonsense, but they need to understand that that letting the rest of the world rot while you try and achieve inner peace is
as bad as actively being part of it.
Pretty much.
That's just across the bay.
But you think the leader can be talked to, at least?
I think of everyone of the rulers of these nations, they're probably the most amenable to fixing things if they can be convinced to get their own head out of their fucking arse.
That's a tall order.
I think we can do it. Especially if you know them, sorry.
Oh, I know him. Self-righteous prick.
Oh, good.
I mean, I'll take self-righteous over psychopath any day.
There's a fine line.
You just said the same thing twice.
I'm with Molly on that one. There's a fine line. Someone can be full of themselves and not quite a psychopath.
Clinical definition, sure. Functional difference,
Not a ton, but enough.
Beyond there, it's mostly just a matter of trying to figure out what's what and who's who and how to open doors, who's beyond recovery.
Well,
Still think we have a go at getting your brother on our side.
being
Doesn't seem
on,
like he's completely done yet.
I think he's the worst.
I don't. Sora's still alive. There's a
Yes,
he put a
because she
contingency
was
in.
a tool for him to use when he
In
got
case-
done having fun.
And if he didn't want to stop, he would have killed her. At some point, he knew he would get bored of this.
I wouldn't
want to
put
fix it.
I wouldn't put too much stock in my brother. He is the ultimate pragmatist.
He willingly and knowingly put her in a place where she has been beaten and tortured for how many years? 30 years?
I'm not saying good. I'm saying can be reasoned with.
Irrevocably, unredeemingly evil.
I made my peace with the possibility of having to kill my brother about 20 years ago.
oh, that long.
I mean, 10 years in jail will do that.
Yeah,
I mean, it only
like,
took-
Let alone the other.
That's why
that's
saying it only took you 10 years.
it took you 10 whole years.
Quite selfishly.
If we've got to kill him, we've got to kill him.
Well, I no, I mean, you do what you gotta do. But sorry, all I'm thinking is that's very close to home. That side of the continent. As flawed as it as
I mean, still a whole bay away, and not enough if you still want to avoid it.
But it's well, here's the thing. I don't want to avoid it. I want to do what I've been doing for the past. Now I don't even know how many years because everything's a lie. For the past however long I've been living, my goal has been to expose the history. Up till now, I didn't know the history. But I see no reason for that mission to stop. I mean, granted, it almost got my, my home burned down, but that's how you know you're getting close, right?
I need you to explain to me how this works for people who have been alive longer than this time.
Thank God. Thank any number of gods someone said that.
When I said the lie becomes true, I meant it quite literally. Reality, history, everything bends itself to the lie once it becomes big enough.
Right, but how to
Including
put
memories.
this?
As far as you're concerned, it's been 300 years as far as your memory and all your history would tell you.
Right. But the things that happened that didn't actually happen. How, before I again start yelling at someone, how was that shit determined?
I can't answer that one. That requires me to know every nuance of how this lie was made.
Speaking of, now we know. Wouldn't that put a giant ass target on every one of our backs?
That's why I said if you weren't ready to go all the way, I would need to find someone else, because anyone that I am with is a target.
Good to know.
I'm already a target.
This doesn't change any of my intentions.
Oh no, I'm here now.
Also, please tell me that Jessica's still around.
Out of character. Is this a name we've heard about before?
Yeah, and she'll continue on with the rest of the sentence. Tabaxi woman, ripped as hell.
Oh,
Next door.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh right.
No,
He's down the hall.
no. Remember, Jessica leads the evil eye in Duval.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
She's-
okay.
Oh
she's
yeah.
she's the buff cat lady I met in the sewers.
Yeah.
Yes.
That one.
Yes. You met her, didn't you? Forgetting party member names now.
Ingrid.
You said you met her, didn't you, Ingrid?
Yep. She's running the underground and what is now known as Duval.
Oh, thank fuck.
They avoid the tombs of the Jade Kingdom.
Yeah, well, she might not remember all the details about why, but she was a good friend to them.
So run by them when we go past Duval at some point. Then
She and I ran the evil eye. It was our resistance to what was going on.
She is amenable to our cause already. I don't know if she knows, if she's aware of the lie and everything, but she's still fighting against Duval.
speaking of political bullshit in Duval, since you seem to have a nice and decent knowledge of it, Bullfrog.
Bullfrog.
Mean anything?
Not to me.
Had to make sure, just in case this was something you were aware of.
On the topic of people who might be amenable, ironically, Zash might be more workable than my brother.
Well, not maybe less so since we've just, broken into the prison.
Honestly, she'd probably be impressed.
Well, once the heat dies down, I suppose.
Zash has never wanted anything more than a good fight, and she's been willing to go along with whatever brought her to the best fight that she could find. And the only reason she followed the rest of them in the conquest was because they had giants and titans to kill to try and make the world their own.
I mean, fighting reality itself is a hell of a fucking role.
Yeah, you might be able to get her on side.
Fun.
Where are we headed now?
Well, if
We
you
have a debt to
think
pay enforced.
Well, if you think that we need to go, what's happening to my map? That's bullshit.
Mhm.
Sorry, my map got really tiny.
if you think Katori is the best place to go, we should go there. We could probably skim through at least one or two of the towers on the way down.
Well, all this bullshit aside, they still have a promise to fulfill to me, says Sive.
Like I said, we have a debt to pay
That
enforced.
too.
The
We can
debt-
do that we can do that afterwards now. Oh, we can go to Vorst and then through the towers afterwards.
Vorst is probably a good place to go as well. If only because I know for a fact that fucker needs a bullet through his face.
How
Sorry,
bad?
which place?
Vorst. How bad?
Kenarim is the kind of only important deeds matter kind of asshole that would build a place that's a meritocracy where only your biggest hunt can prove that you've got anything done.
Hmm.
I was also about to ask which class is this? Ranger.
Yeah, he definitely hunts people, doesn't he?
Oh, he's hunted everything, just to prove that he's the best at it.
Hmm.
I wonder if we could convince him to hunt one of the other leaders.
Or a world-spanning Yugoloth.
Like, in either case, he's living his dream right now, I'm sure, having proven that he's the best in the world at what he does, and that no one ever can stand up to him, and that everyone else had better prove themselves to at least be worthy of his attention. The man is insufferable.
Yeah, it's easy to become the best of the world at something when you cheat.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Even easier when you make the world.
To which description Sive just kind of nods. Yeah, that's about the size of it as far as I've been aware.
So we head to Vorst.
Cut through the 12 towers.
Cut through the 12 towers.
I'd say see if we can get a meeting with the Necromancy Tower. Try to get them on our side while we're there.
Go to the.
We already have their ear.
On the way to the
Hattori Monastery.
To the monastery. Sorry, you said necromancy, and we have their ear in my head. My brain just went.
Yes. Not literally.
I can't say whether that was Molly or Katie. Is a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Bit of both.
But yeah, Vorst, 12 towers, and the monastery. And while we're down there,
do we even want to try Asterios or Nox while we're heading that way? I imagine not Nox, but
yeah, just burn Nox.
The leader of Nox is one of the ones that I actually don't know, to be fair.
No one knows who the leader of Nox is.
Oh, so that kept up then. Good. I say good sarcastically, but you know.
Right then, okay. We'll avoid Nox at least for now. Forest 12 towers, at least the Necromancy Tower, whether we want to try out some of the other ones, we'll see. No, definitely not transmutation. Definitely not transmutation. Fuck that guy.
See? Oh god, I'm surprised he hasn't been killed already. Then again, he's a powerful wizard. They all are. Fucking.
Granted, those are the only two we've been through apart from Astra. So. Think then we've got our plan.
all right. So, on to Vorst.
Mm-hmm. And in slightly shorter term, we should probably get you something to eat and drink. Yes, Soria?
Being fed on a diet of stale bread and water for 30 years is certainly not ideal, yeah.
How does T-Rex sound?
Fucking delicious.
Good to know.
We got plenty. And just find a bed and claim it. There's plenty around here.
Morgan will get on the can to Alsana. Right. straight for Vorst. We're dealing with Sai's situation first.
All right, we are en route. It's estimated time of arrival 6 days.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
And then yeah, she's gonna go and get some T-Rex jerky going.
We have to eat some
T-Rex
eat
steak
some
going.
T-Rex and have a drink or two.
I head off to my room.
All right, who wants the first scene?
I'll go.
All right.
I'll say Astra does.
Quietly walk to room, close door. All right, talk.
Well, you finally
Let's
know.
not snark. No snark. I will even try not to snark you. What's real, what isn't?
I still don't know the answer to all of that.
You know the answer to important parts of it. And I'm not talking about the world
We still
and all of that bullshit.
we still exist because of the suffering of a little girl.
That's a very narrow question or a response.
I don't know all the details that have changed. And to be frank, part of why everything went wrong on my end is that I learned about this a little too early.
Is the diviner still part of it?
They're involved somehow. I don't know. I don't know what the details are. There's something wrong with the divination tower. Even after all of that revelation, there's something wrong about the divination tower.
I mean, obviously. But all of I have very specific memories and information that has been given to me that has very specific notions about this, and you're saying some of it might not be true.
The broad strokes, generally still the case. The small details are where it gets fuzzy.
Small details matter.
They do, and I can't give you more clear answers than that because I don't have them myself.
But you knew it might be false.
Yeah. And I also knew that if you found out too quick, you would end up like me.
I don't like that is a convincing argument. Because the last thing I want, anyways. All right, it's fine. Mission doesn't matter, or mission doesn't change. Is there anything else I believe to be the case that isn't the case that I should be aware of?
It's a broad question.
Yeah, because I don't know whether there's a. I don't. It's a broad question because I don't know what I don't know.
I never found out how long we've been alive. We didn't make it that far.
Okay. right. All right. That's fine. I can be younger. I don't mind that. Or older.
Probably younger, all things considered.
One of the two. All right, I will just say this. If information is presented, this is a polite request. If information going forward is presented about us that you know to not be true, maybe tell me instead of, letting me assume.
In exchange, maybe listen when I tell you something.
I listen when you say things, but I'm gonna be honest. Something has always felt off. And now that's suddenly very clear. So maybe there was a reason I wasn't listening to you.
You just contradicted yourself. You said you always listen to me.
No, I listened to you when I listened to you a lot. I didn't say all the time. Because we are very different people. And it's not the details that I don't listen to. It's the intention. You fucked it up. It's my job to fix your fuck up. Which means I can't do it the same way you would do it. You've proven you can't handle it. Literally proven.
Well, you're not wrong there.
So I will try to listen more. And maybe be honest more. Sound good? As much as possible, I know you can't tell me everything because stupid laws of time, space. Actually, no. Is that even fucking real? Because now I'm questioning that.
Every bit of information that I give you ahead of time does risk changing the choices that you make and thus going in a completely different direction that I no longer have information on, yes.
Oh.
And there is a certain point where your choices will diverge from mine far enough that I can no longer answer what's going to happen because you need to be different than me.
And I want to believe. Okay, I will choose to try and believe you. Fine. I'm glad we have reached this new understanding. Now, fuck off. Politely.
Don't get shot.
That's a very specific.
She's gone.
I hate me so much.
Oh my god.
By who? In what city? Where?
I mean, generally good advice.
Totally.
Don't get shy is just general good advice.
It is also the kind of thing that another you would say to like fuck up current you to
Right.
figure
Yeah, exactly.
In a world where, yes, there are guns, but they're definitely not the normal method of, like, you would say don't die. Shot is very, it would be like in this world if it was, don't get radiation poisoning.
Or, don't get shot.
No, because you can get shot anywhere. There are very specific situations.
Anyway.
You have to keep in mind, we're American. Getting shot here is easy.
Right.
This week in the
Oh,
summer.
God.
Here, it's stabbed.
Thanks. I hate it.
Anyways, yeah, that's me. I just keep to my room for now because if I go out there, I'm going to start talking strategy with one of my party members, and then we'll start yelling at each other, and we'll be right back to where we began. We were making such good progress until now.
I was gonna say I could see you bite your tongue on the M for Morgan.
Someone in the party could be anybody
Could be anyone.
who doesn't want to kill people.
It's like their job is to keep people safe or something.
Anybody else have any scenes that they want to cover before we get to the next Bastion turn?
Yes, actually.
Yes.
At some point in the next few days. Morgan will bring Soria a drink and some T-Rex. Sit down on the table in front, opposite them.
It's really interesting watching Soria eat because, again, she has one arm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's her left arm. So she's very much sort of like grab food, take bite, put food back on plate, grab drink, take drink, put drink back on table.
Morgan doesn't matter not paying attention to that too much. But yeah, ever since that whole reveal, I have been thinking. You said you had a pretty close relation to God, it is far too late to remember names, apparently.
Sandradiga.
Sandradiga. Is there an easy way to contact her? Because clearly she has taken an interest in me somewhat.
I'm not really a cleric. Or really a divine kind of person. I just happen to sleep with the god of defeat.
Respect. Yeah, okay, I can see why you were laughing at my old head of state. Yeah, that makes sense. I was considering having a conversation with her if she'd be willing to listen. And obviously, if you're listening now, that would be great, but that's in your own time.
I mean, from the sounds of it, they tried to kill her, and I was there when the fight broke out.
Mm-hmm.
She shielded me. I don't know what happened after it. But it sounds like if she's still around, she's pretty limited.
Fair. Enough to give me a vision, at least. If that's who gave me one anyway. Although, save my girlfriend is a pretty clear reaction here.
She does care.
I would assume. Doesn't really... visions don't really tell me who sent them. Also, first time out of the vision. From anyone, not even Tyr. So... yeah, I think... God of Defeat's an interesting god, but it might be time for to make a new deal with one. Might just have to do it the old-fashioned way. Anything I should know about her and her in general?
Did you ever meet... oh god, what's his name? Is his name literally Epitaph, or am I forgetting his name?
I don't think it was, but the Warforged from
Oh.
the Fall.
Oh, No, it wasn't Epitaph. What was it?
No, it wasn't Epitaph. Yeah, I know who you mean. I just forget his name too.
Oh God.
The
No,
really
who's that
metal
guy?
ass looking Warforged.
Yeah, who was that? Fucking hell.
Yeah, I don't remember.
when we figure out his name, I'll correct the name. But until then,
I'm looking through what notes I. Yeah, I don't. Nope, I don't have anything for him.
but yeah. Strictly speaking, his order is Sandratigus.
So if I'm ever in to fall again, just see if I can get in through him, basically.
It'd be your best bet if you're looking for true religious followers of the real God.
Speaking of, does that mean all of the gods that I'm used to are fake, or is this just...
I can't answer that one. Like I said, I'm not a divine kind of person. I'm
Fair
sure
enough.
most of them are still there. Like I said, I don't think she's lied her way to godhood yet.
I'm primed to question anything at this point. Okay, good to know. I'll keep that in mind next time we're into fall and see what I can do until then. Good to have you around, seriously. Actually having an idea of what the fuck is happening is huge.
Well, maybe this time we can actually make a difference.
Here's hoping.
Oh, Matron Delphestria.
Will, if she's not going to attack you on sight, if we're into fall again, we'll take you to see her. If you want that anyway.
It'd be nice to at least say goodbye.
So we can do.
Venitas, that was his name.
Vanitas, thank you. See what we can do. Morgan will stand up, finish the drink off, and give Soria a solid pat on the shoulder, on the good shoulder, on the way past.
She sort of goes back to her drink, kind of staring off into the distance. Anyone else have any conversations they need to have? Or scenes they need to lay out?
I basically spent the 6 days looking through books and trying to find any discrepancies or contradictions.
Roll me investigation.
Oh, I'm scrolled way up. That's why. I was like a 4. That's not a 4. That
14.
is investigation. Yeah. I rolled
So
the minimum.
it's hard to tell. It's not like when someone's lies are so good that they rewrite reality. You can only assume that books would also be rewritten, especially when they reach a scale large enough to affect the entire world. You think there might be some like odd discrepancies, some details kind of out of place that might maybe indicate that influence if you were to guess now that you're aware of it, but you might also just be reaching for things. It's hard to say.
It's like it might rewrite reality, but there's still like internal inconsistency and lies.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think really hard with Molly because Molly's whole thing is history. And so I'm trying to reconcile what she would be doing and thinking, and like, has her life's work been built on, has she actually uncovered anything, or is she just investigating a false past?
Over the course of the trip, if there are no further conversations that need to be had until, at the very least, the next Bastion turn, your Bastions complete another week of work. So let's go around and see on the courses of your trip to Vorst what your Bastions are up to now. Let's see. Astra's Bastion has an arcane facility in Poison Garden. I'm assuming the garden is still making more poison.
No, Astra has definitely turned a leaf and wants to heal people and not harm things over the last week.
Yeah.
Bunch of bullshit.
If she could somehow figure out how to make the arcane part also make poison, she'd be doing that, but she cannot.
Yep.
Yeah, poison, and I don't remember what the arcane. I think it's just arcane focuses.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, it can make arcane focuses. I believe it's been doing that as like a way of making like symbols and badges for handing out to people.
Yep. They have now the new ones now say reality isn't real.
Nice. You also have the option
question everything. You also literally everything.
You also have the option for making blank books if you want to make a book to write stuff in.
Don't give the serial killer the option to write a manifesto. What's wrong with you?
It takes 7 days and costs 10 gold.
For the moment, I like the notion that no, she has now become the she has now become the paranoid anti-conspiracy or conspiracy theorist.
In reality, it's all a lie. Literally.
Literally all of it. Literally all of it is a lie. Fully all of it.
In contrast, my character is just the one scene from Sunny in Philadelphia with the string board.
Charlie.
Molly's Bastion has a library and a workshop, and I believe you are crafting bags in the workshop.
Was I?
If I'm recalling,
it sounds generally accurate.
Correct. That sounds correct. Yeah.
I think you like been you've been asking them to make a satchel for you to carry your shit.
Satchel, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So
that'll be finished.
Was it Craftworks or what was the
workshop can make basically any kind of generic adventuring gear, stuff that isn't weapons or armor, essentially. Bags, lanterns, stuff like that.
Caltrops.
Yeah, caltrops. The library was doing research. It's been a month. Does anyone remember what their libraries were researching?
Yes, I wrote it down.
Hold up. Maybe like the one piece of paper that's on my desk. No, what I actually had written down was the crafting people were doing like winter
Winter clothes, yeah.
winter clothes. Yeah, winter
So
clothes.
yeah, those are finished then.
So yay.
You have several sets of those because that's cheap enough. They can make a number of those at once.
And the library was researching relationships between the leaders.
Ah, yes. So the three bits of unique information that you get from that. What you learn from the library's ability to research. There are tensions between some of the right. You were looking for things you could exploit to try and turn leaders against each other. That's right. There are tensions between several of the members of the 12 Towers, which is something you might kind of expect, with the 12 Towers each being their own sort of individual city-states, and the wizards at the top all having their own ideas. A number of them are going to get into arguments. Right. What you learn is that there are factions of like 2 or 3 wizards that have major disagreements with some others. Mm-hmm. It does appear, which does seem to corroborate a little bit of what Soria has told you, that Ter Valdrin and Celis Nethera have a bit of a tense relationship with Kaya Silvertouch, and as well as the as yet unknown but mentioned in various writings ruler of the Tower of Enchantment. Mm-hmm. The weird thing that you learn about, like, there's various things like this throughout all of them, but that's the first one that you get details on. The one bit of extra that I will add to that is that, weirdly, nobody has any relationships, good or bad, with the person who runs the divination tower.
Odd.
No one interacts with them.
Interesting.
That one seems kind of an island to itself. Second bit of extra information. The meritocracy of Vorst does the most, like, the citizens of Vorst do the most travel between nations, them being the rangers who have the most talent at traversing the dangers of the wilds on foot, without the use of a gauntlet runner, and thus being the people that you might actually see and who might know a little bit more about the individual nations. That said, the leader of Vorst, who you now know as Kennerim, seems to have the worst relationship with their immediate neighbor to the south, the Star of Asterius, who his name is not given here because you have not learned it yet. But the Star of Asterius seems to never really have anything for the meritocracy. They seem content to be where they are, and also seems to think of the Star of Asterius seems to think of the meritocracy of Vorst and Kennerim in specific as bland, boring, and uninspired.
Molly's gonna definitely have a chuckle at that because
it's also about a joke about Ranger and 5e.
It's certainly a joke about a bard seeing a ranger as boring.
I mean, that's also fair.
So,
and then the third bit of information that you get, the Gwydean houses are a series of numerous, basically individual noble bloodlines, each of which tracing their lineage back to a different source of sorcerous power. They have all the infighting that you would expect a bunch of noble houses running a country to have.
Yeah, pretty much run of the mill. Yeah.
From what you can tell, it seems like a lot of their infighting is centered on, house politics, the positioning of one source of power and one family being above or below another, how tightly they can keep control of their bloodline, and how powerful the latest sorcerers that are being born into it are, how diluted the blood is getting, etc., etc.
Okay.
Think an entire group of Habsburgs, but they all get magic powers instead of giant jaws.
That's I was just saying like, oh,
You're
I've heard
describing
this. I've heard this story before.
You're describing the Camarilla.
I mean, also not wrong.
And so those are the 3 bits of information that you get from that week of research. What would you like them to research next?
Seeing as we're headed there, thing I cannot remember the name of.
The Hitori Monastery?
The Hitori Monastery.
Fair enough.
Because despite it being across the bay,
they keep to themselves, so yeah, you don't know much about them.
Yeah, they don't really know much about it, yeah.
Do what research you can. That'll be your bastion. Morgan.
Yes.
You have a sanctuary and a barracks.
Yes.
I believe your barracks is almost full or is full. I don't know which.
How does this work again?
You can hold up to 12 defenders and can get 4 per order.
Yeah, and we've had 2 turns since, right?
I think, yeah. So you might have one more.
I think I have one more round of recruits to
before
train
it's
up.
Full. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the sanctuary gets started on a new holy symbol to Sundariga, as they've been doing before, as again, handouts.
Yep.
And
you have some holy symbols of Sundariga handed out to you as well.
Yes. That would also be kind of quite useful. And the sanctuary charm, I don't think I have one currently, but I'll double check.
You can get one.
Yes, that's what I'm double checking, if I have one already or not, because I can only have one at a time.
Yeah, basically every time you used it during the bandit fight.
Cool. I'll mark another one then.
Every time you take a long rest in your in the Nidhogg, you can re-up your.
Yeah, it was just me couldn't remember if I'd used it. I was checking my inventory.
Reminder for Astra: you can also re-up the charm that gives you access to identify.
Yes.
Because you have an arcane facility which has that property as well.
Yep.
And then Ingrid's Bastion. What was your garden was making medical supplies? I was making poison this time. Okay. What is it making now? You get a vial. You get vials of poison. What are you getting? What are you making now in the garden?
Antivenom.
Making antivenom. What was the library researching?
Ancient necromancy.
All right. In terms of ancient necromancy, 3 facts that you might find interesting. According to the most ancient rites, the first forms of necromancy originally comes from the hells. It is said that one of the greater devils is the originator of necromancy, which is why a number of people kind of have the assumption that necromancy is always evil. This is often attributed to an origin fallacy, in that things are not necessarily ascribed a specific morality just because of where they came from, more of what is done with them. Necromancy as an art is exceptionally old, probably older than the false 300 years that you've been given reality to know about, now that you know that fact, based on the information that you're able to glean, because it does appear to be older than the founding of the nations, as far as histories that you can find go, which means it's definitely at least older than 30 years, probably still pretty ancient beyond that. The most ancient and powerful form of necromancy that is documented, that you get information on, is described as the art of transcendence, by which an individual can theoretically transcend the mortality and achieve a, as literature describes it, perfect undead form. The secrets of this art, as far as it goes, are considered to be lost to either time or secrets held by those who have perfected it. But it said that there is more than one way to achieve this art of ascension. And the existence of the art of ascension implies that even if necromancy did originally come from devils, it's since found sources and convergent evolutions in other sources as well, because there is an implication that it's not just a devil art, because who would need immortality when you're already immortal? An immortal devil doesn't need to seek immortality. Those are the 3 bits of information that you get from that. What are you having them research following up?
More leads on the art of transcendence.
All right. You'll get 3 leads on transcendence the next week. And I believe that's all of your bastions. So eventually, time passes. And at some point, Alsana lets you know, everyone, we are passing within the borders of the meritocracy of Vorst now. I can see the trees beginning to recede.
Oh, thank you.
And as if any of you bother to look outside, yeah, you see the depths of the forests that are incredibly thick and difficult to navigate begin to give way as you dog hello as you
Dog.
as you're given way to vast open plains. And immediately upon exiting the forest, you start to see tents and various temporary structures, and what appears to be like a small gathering of them. There's a like immediately upon exiting the forest, there are like a collection of a large number of tents of various different colorful styles. And a central massive enormous tent that spreads like colorful banners that drape over other tents and sort of pass, creating large swaths of cover from the beating sun. And you see a number of individuals dressed in hides and furs moving between different tents and huts. These a few others individuals coming in from the forest with a sled that they are dragging the bodies of several beasts behind them on, shouting adulations and proclaiming victory in their latest hunt as they bring food to the settlement. A thriving small village that seems to be nomadic. If you were to take a guess, they seem like they're very easily able to move if they desire. a number of different animals kept in pens, including several who look beasts of burden, capable of carrying things. And you see individuals of all types moving about, some performing tasks, others crafting equipment. You found, at the very least, the first of who knows how many different groups that exist in the meritocracy of Vorst as you exit the tree line. I spotted a small collection of huts. It's some kind of village. Should we stop there or keep going?
Looks at Sai.
Where exactly are we heading?
That's not Sive will look out. I mean, it's not my home tribe, not my home village, but they might know where they're currently at. So I mean, it's as good a place to start as any.
Sounds good.
All right.
Can you easily just ask for the current lay of the land as well? So can't hurt.
All right. Well, let's introduce ourselves. As the gauntlet runner pulls up towards the village, a number of individuals take a look, see the oncoming massive metal beast. Some draw back, others pull bows and make ready in case this is an attack. But as you all make yourselves ready to introduce yourselves to an entirely new culture, that's where we're going to end for the week. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.